Good night to you all. I'm just going to say a few words of clarity. I felt today's main point on the readings of the gospel was about being sincere and about thanking God, thanking people, art, loving art, being sincere. Sincerity was the main overruling word, but it's sincerity, being sincere when you thank people, when you thank God. Do we just say, oh, it's a nice day, thank God, and your way, you see, you don't believe in God, some people might say, they're just sayings. So you need to be sincere. When you use these words, be sincere. It's very hard to be 100% sincere because we don't live in a perfect environment. But we try to be sincere, and that is the main goal. Be sincere as much as you can. Now, I just move on fast because I'm not going to labour this again all day, but it's about sincerity, as I said today, and trust and faith. So it would be in thanking people, sincerity with thanks. When you say something, you mean it. You say you'll be there at 8 in the morning, you mean it. You don't just go in and let them, the person run wild or go straight. You take a road in your head or whatever you want, and you arrive at the time at the point where you have to go. But now what I want to speak about is this faith. In Ireland, traditionally, I would argue, now I don't say I'm always right, but people here would have been very superstitious in the religious practices. That, oh, if you didn't go to Mass, you were going to hell, or you'd look to all this type of thing. Not exactly hitting on one thing, but if you didn't do this, you didn't do that. If you had meeting on Friday, you're going, oh, you'd be damned, something's going to happen. It was a superstition, I would argue. But what an awful lot of people wouldn't have is a personal faith. They were worried maybe about praying to too many saints, which might be no harm, maybe it is, but I pray direct to Jesus Christ all the time. And he is the man in the Mass. It's without Jesus Christ, there would be no Christianity. Because that's what it is, Christianity. It's you're following the history of Christ and his doings and not doings and the commandments, etc. But back to this faith, how do I explain it? I've said a few times to this, but I'm going to put the chisel in now. First of all, you have a straight line. And you ever walk in a straight line? Very hard. Some people are very good at it. Some people are very good at the faith. There's an awful lot of temptations out there when you faith. And some of the things that are bad for you, like doing them. And they may be what they call sins. But that's faith line, this straight line we have as a faith with everybody. It doesn't stay static with most people in their life. It changes. As you get older, you start off young, you have certain ideas and they change because you listen to society, you listen to clergy, you listen to the media, and there's an awful lot of influences. You listen to the Holy Spirit, hopefully, and maybe the devil's trying to get his word in with you. So this faith line, it's a thing you must think about. But what I do want to emphasise now, I spoke about sincerity and thanking people and being sincere. Our faith line, we need to adjust ourselves to serve people well, to love earth. You love God, you love everybody. Doesn't mind you have to go around and start kissing them and all that type of thing, but it's to love them, show respect. When they need you help them. You don't help them now to put their hand into the fire or something like that, but you help them what you feel is right with your Christian beliefs. So this faith line does change with people, and it's very hard to know where you're coming from because it's sometimes like a child, we have to do something to know we're wrong. And it's no harm saying you're wrong. It's a good person to go up and say, right, I've changed. That's very, very important. I do feel that a lot of us won't say this. So it's things I could have been hard doing myself, but I have to work at it, and I have to work at that principle. And what happened yesterday, it shouldn't matter. As I have a brother who does counselling, and if you come in, say, for example, you murdered somebody, he wants to know what are you doing from now. If you're going to change that life, it's from now. So if you can change that from now, and you can make a mistake, one good thing about the church, you can say you're sorry and try it over again. It's not like it's points on a license, you lose your license altogether. Well, the license you will lose if you don't work on it. you're not going to seek God's love and mercy in heaven. That's the danger. It's not for me to judge anyone who's going to be there or who's not going to be there. But I'm just trying to explain to you about faith. And I have explained, I'm just going to repeat myself once, and that's it. We have explained about today's gospel. I would have explained it. The message for the day was, be sincere in what you do. Be sincere in thanking God, especially. And it's not just a matter of saying prayers, gather, blah, 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 blah. You want to know what you're about? We thank God from your heart. And that's what counts in prayer, from the heart. Some people have another problem. They think they're genuflecting. They're bending knees half and a quarter and running and trying to press people. Possibly that they're genuflecting in front of the Blessed Sacrament. Well, I just asked them, are they genuine what they're doing? Because I feel that I would like to do maybe genuflect once if I was walking around an altar, for example, taking in books. I couldn't be genuflecting every half second or putting the leg half down, because that's, to me, would be not doing it right. If you can't genuflect with your knee, just bow, but recognise the Blessed Sacrament, because God made you in his own likeness, and there'd be no harm at that. But they're just something, small things to see. And I wouldn't be perfect myself, but I try to listen to other people, and that's how you learn, by listening to people and trying to keep right with the commandments. And there'd be no need for Eucharist if we hadn't to if we lived in a perfect world, there'd be no need for Eucharist. That's why we're Eucharist, to get us back in God's favour. So the grace of God, another word I'd use for grace is favour of God. You're in God's favour. So you're not in his grace when you do sin. God, Jesus hates sins, but he loves sinners. And we're supposed to love everybody, even the sinner. Show remorse in this year of reconciliation. And I wish you all a very good night's sleep now, and hope you don't forget to speak to God and thank God in what you're doing. Be thankful for what you have in life. God bless you all. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. In Domine Patre Filius Spiritus Sanctus. In nomine Nachragus and Vecagus and Spirit Nave. Amen. God bless.